My name's Jim, or James Rogan. I'm a widower since 2015. Before retirement, I had a plumbing business and my 3 boys worked for us. It was marvellous. I've always had horses since I was about 11 years old, and I've still got horses, luckily, on the property. Since the disease was diagnosed, I haven't ridden, but I'll get back. I needed to seek legal advice after contacting this terrible disease, which I call it asbestosis, but it's another name which I can't pronounce properly. It was found out by just a casual visit to the doctors one day, and from what I can gather, they located or seen amount of fluid building up in and around my lungs, and it was quite important. I got to hospital where they spent about a week draining me. They got 2 litres of fluid out the first time. No, once they mentioned asbestos, I knew it because I worked with it as a young man. So I understood it, but back in them days, no one knew anything about it. They just let you work. I had prostate cancer 20 years ago, and I got through that all right, had it removed. So I thought this is just another battle along the way, but this one's knocked me around more mentally than the prostate did, because I was a lot younger man at the time. I don't think I'll shed a tear in all the time, but you just have grey, I call them a grey day when I have them, you know, I just feel a bit down. I've got a couple of dogs I take for a walk, but even some days it's a struggle to get up to do them, and I don't know why. It's just a bit of down moments or grey days. It's the best way I say it. Can be a beautiful sunny day, but to me it can be a grey day. I got in touch with Turner Freeman Lawyers because a good close friend of mine's got the same disease, and he put me in touch with Jackie Hughes, and from that day on things got a lot brighter.
When I first got in contact with Jim, there was a bit of reluctance to pursue a case, which is something I find is very common, particularly in the older generation, people who've never dealt with lawyers before. And I think what helped Jim is that I have a genuine interest in this area of law, and you really feel for people like Jim who are the working class.
Yeah, the settlement I received was quite substantial. It surprised me. All medical bills paid, the chemo was all paid for, and I didn't spend all my fortune or my assets trying to stay alive.
Most clients that I deal with this condition are in the older generation. A lot of them are pensioners, and the thought of having a lawyer, having to pay a lawyer to run a case in court is completely horrifying.
Exactly.
But I had mentioned to you that we work on a no-win, no-fee basis.
Yeah.
So you don't pay any legal costs to us unless you succeed in your case. And you don't need to go all the way to a court hearing. We settled your case without having to proceed to a court hearing. We settled it at mediation.
That is a worry to you.
Yeah.
You straight away think, do I need to be going to court? And it turned out exactly as you told me. There'd be 1 or 2 face-to-face visits, and then the rest will be done. It'll be mediation, and that's exactly how it worked out.
Yeah.
So I couldn't thank Turner Freeman enough.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
It's lovely.